Hey everybody, my name is Raymond Noodles, and I'm not sure how many people have come across this in Dead by Daylight, but I play a fair amount of killer now just because of how the load times have been, and that allows me just to get into killer games a lot more quickly, farm blood points. As of the time of recording this, we just had a blood hunt, which was super fun, except for MMR, but you know, it is what it is. Well, has anybody out there that sees this video, when you're playing killer, has anybody come across like this kind of like mild hack, just a very slight hack here? I don't have footage of this, so grain of salt, take it for what it is. When I'm playing killer, there were 2 games that were like this with a total of like 3 survivors. They weren't the same survivor. I think one was a Claudette, one was a Nia, and one was a the new Halloween girl, the Boom Girl, that makes games less fun as killer because dead zones, God forbid. When you're in a chase and when someone dead hearts, they're always looking back at you most of the time, I would like to say, or you just see their head turn. I got dead hearted 3 times with their head looking straight forward. They weren't looking back at me. The first time I sort of threw it off as a fluke during a game where I was just overall very confused. I was just like, oh, maybe he heard me coming back up, maybe it was a dead hard to a pallet or a window, but we were at an LT wall, and I suppose that I'll give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on this one, where it was looking straight ahead, dead harding to the pallet, and then pre-dropping the pallet so that way I couldn't get to him, which was interesting. And I was like, okay, that was a solid dead hard. I just found it really weird that they weren't looking at me, and I wasn't quite in the distance where my red stain would be in their camera, I think. You know what I mean? It was one of those weird chases. But the second time was another survivor that we were completely just in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, even with the dead hard, and that makes the most sense of I'm about to swing you dead hard away, and then you get a little bit further out of that dead zone. Maybe you're going to shack or something. I don't remember the specific instance. They might have been going to shack, and they dead harded without looking back at me with perfect timing. I play on PlayStation 4. The latency for killer games has been a little bit much. My ping's been like around 80-ish, 80 to 115, which I don't know if they changed something with the matchmaking, but it's been super weird, right? Super weird 2 times for that. The first one I'll give a little bit of a fluke. The second one, I'm like, whatever. Okay, so the third time, well, it was a couple games from that. Again, you're grinding through the blood hunt. You're trying to get your blood points. Yeah, and it happened again. I think it only happened once in the game, but it was the same shit of we were in Red Forest. It was a dead zone, no pallets or no windows around. And then just looking straight ahead, the moment I swing and lunge forward, it's the most perfect dead hard. Like maybe they're flicking back at me. I don't really want to call cheater on anything because I know there has been a problem. Like I run into people that use like the infinite dead hard. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or a cheat, but like I like there's a lot of situations with crossplay when it comes to Dead by Daylight where a lot of people don't blatantly like come out and just do crazy exploits. It's very mild cheating. There are videos out there doing like that show you like 102% movement speed. I heard of an instance of, I don't know if this was a Reddit or a YouTube comment that someone sent, where it was someone was running like Tinkerer, and when the gens popped, there was like no notification for the Tinkerer. It's like small cheats like that are becoming more and more of a problem in Dead by Daylight, and it's really hard to distinguish whether or not these cheats are like really good players in some instances, right, where it's just really good game sense, because we're at the point like 4 to 5 years in where people have thousands of hours. I think I'm just below like 1,500 hours. I play the game relatively casually, but I am competent for what it's worth. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's going to be the video today, just talking about it. I thought it was super weird. If anybody has ever seen that kind of cheat or that kind of exploit before, yeah, comment it down below. It's just, I don't ever want to call somebody a cheater, but with things becoming a little bit more obvious now that people are doing a lot more mild cheats, I don't know. Hey guys, my name has been Raymond Noodles. This has been the Gaming Noodle. Thank you guys for stopping by for this conversational piece. I will, I'm going to keep doing my thing. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.